In the cosmos, there exists a legend that when one is in utter despair and ready to give up everything they have, they may submit an application to the Strategic Investment Department. A beautiful yet dangerous lender can offer you one final chance. If you have nothing, there's no need to despair. As she says, in this world, nothing is truly beyond value. Everything can be measured, leveraged, and traded. Many desperate people have become her clients, seeking their last chance at survival, yet unaware of the price they will ultimately pay. She is our star for today, Jade. To delve deeper into Madame Jade's business theories, we invited a senior executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department to join us remotely. Despite her young age, she has already become one of the 10 Stone Arts, Madame Jade's most outstanding juniors, and my most respected leader, Director Topaz!
Hello, Owlbert. Hi, everyone.
Thank you, Director Topaz, for still finding the time to attend the show during your business trip.
This episode is about introducing my senior. I can't afford to miss it, even if I'm busy. Plus, it's an opportunity to review Madame Jade's teachings.
So young and talented, yet so humble and ambitious. It is my great honor to co-host this show with the outstanding Director Topaz. My admiration for you is as much as your admiration for Madame
Okay, hold up. This episode is about introducing Madame Jade, not me. Let's get back on topic.
Well, without further ado, let's get to know this outstanding workplace mentor. Madame Jade is a quantum character following the path of erudition. This cold and elegant lender, skilled at discerning people's hearts, makes enemies pay through collateral and contracts, generating profit for the IPC. When Jade uses her basic attack, she deals quantum damage to a single target enemy and units adjacent to the target. When Jade uses her skill, she can designate an allied unit as the Debt Collector, increasing their speed for a certain number of turns. After the Debt Collector performs an attack, each enemy hit will suffer additional damage from Madame Jade one time.
But Madame Jade's investments never come free. To gain something from her, you must be ready to pay a fair price.
That's right. After every time the Debt Collector attacks, a certain portion of their max HP will be consumed. If Jade is the Debt Collector, she won't gain the speed boost, and her HP won't be consumed after her attacks. After Jade or a Debt Collector attacks, Jade gains 1 point of charge for each enemy target hit. When charge reaches a certain number of stacks, Jade will consume the corresponding stacks of charge to launch one instance of follow-up attack, dealing quantum damage to all enemies.
Madame Jade always said, life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities. She never misses an opportunity and always pursues victory relentlessly.
Words of wisdom. Pursuing victory will indeed reap you more rewards. When Madame Jade triggers her talent's follow-up attack, she immediately gains a certain number of pawned asset stacks that increase her crit damage. After unlocking certain traces, when enemy targets enter battle, and when a Debt Collector's turn starts, Jade will gain a certain number of pawned asset stacks.
She often taught me that rewards are not reaped in a day. As the most outstanding lender, Madame Jade is an expert at waiting, such as waiting for the best opportunity to use the pawned asset to create leverage.
You truly know Madame Jade's teachings inside and out, Director Topaz.
Well, she is my most respected senior after all.
After Jade uses her technique, enemies in a set range are inflicted with blind fealty for a certain duration. Enemies suffering from blind fealty will not actively attack units on Jade's team. When attacking enemies with blind fealty state and entering battle, all enemies with blind fealty will simultaneously enter battle. After entering battle, Jade deals quantum damage to all enemies and immediately gains a certain number of pawned asset stacks. When Jade uses her ultimate, she deals quantum damage to all enemies and then enhances her talent's follow-up attack, increasing its damage multiplier.
Madame Jade is always composed and never shows her emotions, but don't test her limits. If she decides to get serious, no one can escape the fate of being swallowed by the abyss.
You're not speaking from experience, are you?
Well, almost.
All right! In summary, as a character on the path of erudition, Madame Jade's core mechanics lie in her efficient multi-target capabilities. When teamed up with allies who have multi-target attacks, she can frequently trigger additional multi-target follow-up attacks, allowing her to swiftly dominate the battlefield. Now that the lesson is coming to a close, let's engage in a real battle and learn Madame Jade's theory of efficiently harvesting wealth. In this trade war, Madame Jade chooses Madame Herta as her business partner.
Finding the right partner is half the battle won. Madame Jade never fails.
Madame Jade uses her skill, turning Madame Herta into the debt collector. Madame Herta's speed is increased, and her attacks deal additional damage thanks to Madame Jade. Madame Herta uses her skill and crushes all enemies with her hammer, and this triggers her follow-up attack. These two attacks fully charge Madame Jade's energy, and Madame Herta's action turn also allows Madame Jade to obtain a certain number of pawned asset stacks while increasing her crit damage. Madame Jade immediately unleashes a follow-up attack, sweeping the enemy like a raging wind, which then increases her number of pawned asset stacks again.
As expected of Madame Jade, quick as a flash and handles everything with ease.
The enemy reinforcements arrive, but they only add to the body count. Their arrival allows Madame Jade to collect more pawned assets. Madame Jade unleashes her ultimate. The contract has been signed. There is no turning back. Madame Herta seizes the chance and launches another follow-up attack, and Madame Jade's charge is full once again. Thanks to the buff provided by her ultimate, Madame Jade launches an even more powerful follow-up attack. The enemies couldn't even react before they were completely wiped out. That's a wrap. Even though it's the end of the day, don't rush the clock out just yet. Use your free time to thoroughly review Madame Jade's wealth-building principles, and promotions and raises won't just be a dream.
You seem very motivated, Owlbert. Well done.
It's all thanks to the excellent guidance from my mentors. I will show my gratitude through my actions.
Keep up the good work. I have a meeting to attend, so I'll take my leave now.
Thank you, Director. I wish you well. Have a great meeting. Ooh, it's finally over. Time to clock out. I can't stand another second of this crummy job. Such low pay, making me work overtime. It's a total ripoff. I know many of you watching were thinking the same, but we employees can't only focus on financial gains and losses. Can the improvement of skills really be measured in money?
I didn't hear anything. Just here to remind you about the short video pet program proposal featuring the talking snowy owl as the main attraction, which has been delayed for almost a year. Don't forget to submit it. Have a good evening.
What suddenly bring up such an old plot?